Então, hoje estamos com a Mélanie Colmar, da EDHEC, no qual vamos contar os passo a passo para como entrar numa business school na França, especialmente na EDHEC. Então, hoje a apresentação vai ser em inglês, mas vou deixar a Mélanie apresentar-se um pouquinho então.
Obrigada, Ana. Boa tarde a todos. É muito prazer estar com vocês hoje para esta apresentação. Eu sou Mélanie Colmart, trabalho no equipo de admissões internacionais na EDHEC, em França. And I will do the rest of the presentation in English.
Okay, so let's start in English. So now Mélanie is going to present us a presentation, so let's go.
So welcome again. Today we're going to talk about EDHEC Business School. I will tell you everything about the school, the different programs that we offer, and how you can apply to these programs. So first, to talk a little bit more about EDHEC. EDHEC is an international business school. We count with 5 campuses around the world, with the 3 main campuses that are located in Nice, Lille, and Paris, and the campuses of London and Singapore that are dedicated to executive education and research. We also have different offices abroad, mostly in India, China, Russia, and the United States. And the school also counts with a lot of academic partners around the world that will give you different opportunities during your programs to study abroad. So we have more than 178 partnerships with the universities in the 5 continents. We also count with a big alumni community that is also present internationally, and will organize events locally to keep in touch then after the program with your EDHEC community. So more than just an international business school, EDHEC is also recognized internationally. We are among the very few business schools around the world to have the triple Crown Accreditation, the AMBA, EKIS, and AACSB. We're also very proud to keep rising in the international rankings. And we count with the recognition from the Financial Times, The Economist. We're very proud to be ranked number 9 for the Master in Management and in the top business schools in Europe. Let's talk more now about the different programs that we offer. We have the first one, that is the Master in Management, that we also call Grande École. That is a 2+1 year program. So this one will start with the foundation year. So you can specialize directly either in business management area, or you can choose to specialize in finance. So during this first year, you will be located in the campus of Lille or Nice, depending on the track that you choose. And you will really get the knowledge, like a broad knowledge in one of the 2 fields. During the second year, you will have a gap year that will be dedicated to gain professional experience. And if you want to have the opportunity as well to do an exchange semester in one of the different partner universities that we were mentioning just a little bit earlier. So this gap year is really the opportunity for you to gain professional experience, to start developing your network in the different field that you would like to specialize, and will help you then to succeed in your future career. After this gap year, you will have the second academic year, which will be the last year of studies, where you can choose to specialize in one of the different fields of business management or finance that we will see just a little bit after. Or you have also the opportunity to do a double degree with a partner university. Well, you would do the full year completely abroad, and then you would graduate with the 2 degrees. We also have the Master of Science, that will be a 1-year program. This one, the structure is a little bit different. It will start in July and August with the foundation courses. These are up to 3 courses to be academically ready before you start the program in September on campus. Well, you will have then the first semester where you have the different core modules of the Master of Science of your choice. Starting at the second semester, you have a different list of electives. And during the last part of the second semester, you will benefit from what we call a personalization period, where you can choose between different electives, certificates, and study trip that will make you, the opportunity to tailor-make the program according to your different needs. And at the end, again, an internship from 4 to 6 months. So the idea of these programs is really to always have the link with the professional world, with always an internship included and mandatory in the program. So the choice of the program with the two will give you a master degree. Then it will depend on your profile and on your career objectives. The first one will give you more opportunities internationally, let's say. So if you have little experience, this one could be a good program, because then you will have the opportunity to gain this professional experience that will help you then to succeed after the program. If you have already some experience and you really want only a short master to specialize, then the Master of Science may be a better option in that sense. Now I'm going to show you the different options that we have for the business management track. So either as a full-time MSc or as the specialization year for the MIM program. So you can choose to specialize in different areas. That can be strategy, marketing, entrepreneurship, creative business, data analytics. So as you can see, we have a wide range of programs. All of those will be taught entirely in English and in the campus located in the north of France, that is Lille, the city. So as you can see on the screen, the campus is really green. It's quite big. It counts with a student residence on campus. You also have like an Olympic swimming pool or like different equipments for sports. So it's a really nice campus, really green, with a lot of like spaces to study and to have fun as well. Now for the finance track, for the MSCs or the specialization year of the MIM business management, it will be again entirely taught in English, and this time on the campus of Nice. So as you can see, the campus is a little bit different. It's more like a city campus. It will be near the airport, facing the sea, really close to the city center. So that's a different environment, but as nice to study. For the finance, we will offer different specialization that can be in accounting and finance, corporate finance, financial engineering. That will be more what is related to asset management, investments. And a new program that is the climate change and sustainable finance, which will be in a partnership with another French school that's called Paris Tech. And the idea is to study the climate change and the sustainability, but from the finance perspective and investment perspective. We also have one last program that is the international finance, but this one will be available as an MSc only. It will be similar to the first year of the MIM finance, and it will cover subject, like the overall subject in finance, with half of it would be corporate finance and the other half would be more oriented to financial markets. Following still the Master in Management structure, we offer a track that is called GET, Global Economic Transformation and Technology. Again, entirely taught in English. That will follow the structure of the 2+1 year. But this time it will start with the first semester in the campus of Paris at EDHEC. For the second semester, you will fly to South Korea in Seoul to study in SKK. After you will have the gap year, so similar, like dedicated to internship, as we were seeing in the MIM. And the last year would be entirely taught at Berkeley Haas. So the advantage of this program is that you will have the opportunity to study in 3 continents, so to have the sense of business in these 3 different places, and also to have 3 degrees when you graduate. We offer one last program that is the MSc MBA double degree. So again, entirely taught in English, and this time it can be in the campus in Lille or in the campus in Nice. The campus choice will depend on the MSc that you select. So one of the MScs in business management or in finance that we were mentioning earlier. You will do the internship straight away. And after, for the second year, you will join directly the Global MBA in the campus of Nice. And for the Global MBA program, you will have different specialization like digital innovation, finance, leadership, or entrepreneurship. And again, an internship at the end. So for this program, the only difference would be that you would need to have minimum 2 years of professional experience. And this is because, well, most of the time for the MBA candidates have already more experience. This is why they require a minimum for this degree. So now that we've seen the different programs, I'm going to tell you how you can apply to these different options. So the admission requirements, we will require minimum a 3-year bachelor's degree. So this is really the minimum that you need to apply to either the MIM or the MSc. Then the more classical documents with the CV, the cover letter, and the academic transcripts. Everything should be in English. The motivation letter is an important element. It is really the opportunity for you to speak to the selection committee. So the idea with the letter is to express, well, why do you think you're a good candidate for the program? Why do you think the program is the right choice for you, and how this program in particular will help you to succeed in your professional project? So if you don't have a clear project yet, the important is that you have already a view where you would like to tend, or at least industries, if you don't have a specific position yet, so that the committee can understand also your choice. The academic transcripts, they should mention the different subjects that you have studied and your grades, and if you already have the diplomas, to add them as well. We ask then for 2 tests, the English proficiency test and the aptitude test. So the English proficiency, as I was mentioning, all our programs are entirely taught in English. So it's important, for us that we see that you have the level to study, to understand the courses, and then to be able to do the exams, the project, and to interact with your teammates. And for this, we have the minimum scores that you can see directly on screen. For the aptitude test, we would accept the GMAT, GRE, the TAJMAJ. If some of you speak French, that's the equivalent of GMAT, but in French. And this will depend on the program. For everything that is related to the Grande École MIM program and everything that is in finance would require an aptitude test. It will be optional only for the MScs in business management. So that's the only difference for the aptitude test. We also ask for 2 recommendation letters. If it can be from one of your professors in one of your internship or jobs, that would be perfect. If you don't, then two academic or 2 professionals can do as well. And if you have any other previous scholarships that you obtained, if you have any certificates, achievements, anything else that you would like the committee to know and that will help you stand out, you're welcome to add them. So the whole process is pretty simple and fast. So we'll start with first visiting master.edhec.edu. There you can start building your online application. So in your online application, you will fill the different information that are required. You will upload the different documents that we just mentioned. And after, when you're ready, you just submit it. Once we receive it, we will process it. And if you are eligible and you qualify for the next step, we will invite you to complete the online interview. So this interview would be a recorded interview, meaning that you have a few days to do it, and you do it at the time and pace that is the best for you. When you finish this, we will send the 2 elements to the selection committee and wait for the results. So the whole process would take between 2 to 3 weeks, of course, depending on the period and the number of applications that we receive at a time. Because our admissions are on a rolling basis, meaning that we started the admissions already in October, and that we close at the end of June, and we have regular selection committees. I want to discuss now with you about another important topic, which is the scholarships. It's always important when you think of realizing your dream, when you think of your master project, to also think of how you're going to finance this. And so we offer different EDHEC scholarships that are mostly merit-based scholarship based on the excellence of your overall profile. So it's academic, but also all the other elements that are present in your application file. So for the academic excellence, there will be up to 50% reduction on tuition fees. Then we have 2 different scholarships dedicated to attract more women in business and in finance and data science, 2 fields that we would like to empower more women. We have one for the cultural diversity to encourage some nationalities to join, and then to be able to, offer for you who come to study teammates that come from all over the world. And the last one will be the Make an Impact. Make an Impact is really something that is, the slogan of EDHEC that is really important for us, in the sense that we want to make an impact, with our alumni community, the global network, to make an impact on societies and also on the future. So that's the goal, and that's if you have an innovative project, or if you have like a career objective that it's about make an impact. This one will require an essay explaining how you would like to make an impact, what is your project, and to join it with your application. Excuse me. The application is really easy. You don't need to fill any at all. And that is the good news. All admitted candidates now will be automatically selected by the scholarship committee for scholarship. That means that whenever we receive your admission from the selection committee, before giving you the results, your file would go straight away to the scholarship committee for appraisal. And then the scholarship committee will evaluate your profile and will see which scholarship, if any, they will be able to grant you. So with this process, normally it's easier and also allows more of you to benefit from a scholarship. What are the next steps? If we haven't been in touch yet, I really encourage you to go to master.edhec.edu. This is where you will have all the different information. You will find information related to your program. You will see the different core modules, the structure of the program. You will see some testimonials from students. You will find everything related to the admission. So you will find, again, the different admission requirements that I just presented to you. You will find the different links that you can see that appear on your screen, with the apply online, the evaluate your profile, the download brochure, contact us, or chat with our students. Chat with our students is something that I really encourage you to do. These are our students ambassadors that are currently in the program and that have been at your place last year, and that are currently studying, so they can give you their really feedback on how was the studies, how was the campus, student life, any tips that they may have for you. And on the admission side, I highly encourage you to click on the evaluate your profile. As you can see, this is a short formula. And this is where you can put if you have the program of interest already, or like the program that you would like to study. If you could add your CV and your full academic transcripts, then I can see it and I can give you a more personalized feedback based on your project, to tell you if the program is the right choice, if maybe your profile would correspond more to another program, and that we can start discussing, and I can start helping you with your application. So thank you for listening to the presentation. Again, if you have any question, feel free to ask it today, or to visit master.edhec.edu and contact me at a later stage with great pleasure. I think you're on mute, Anna.
Obrigada, Melanie. So, j'ai des questions. que je vais donc te poser en français, mais que je vais aussi traduire en portugais pour nos spectateurs. Alors, je vais commencer en portugais. Qual é o item mais importante para uma candidatura a uma business school? Donc, quelle est, selon toi, la chose la plus importante dans une candidature en business school?
Alors, pour moi, il y aura en français, du coup, la réponse?
En anglais.
En anglais.
À part si elle est courte, et je peux la traduire.
Maybe in English, then it will be easier.
Okay.
Because my Portuguese doesn't go that far yet, but I'm learning, so hopefully in the next one we'll be able to. So the most important, I would say, there are like 3 elements for me that are the most important when you consider your application. That would be, of course, your CV, to have the most up-to-date CV when you mention clearly everything that you have done so far with the clear dates, all the extracurricular activities that you may have done that differentiate you from the other candidates. Your full academic transcript, because it can show your academic excellence, and the motivation letter. To me, the motivation letter is really the key that will make the link between the different elements of your profile, so that the committee can understand that you're really motivated to join the program, and especially that you have understood the program and that this is the right program for you.
Merci. Donc, prochaine question. Combien de temps en avance une personne doit préparer sa candidature à une business school et particulièrement l'EDHEC? Quanto tempo com antecedência uma pessoa deve preparar a sua candidatura?
Well, for EDHEC, I would say the earlier the better, because we operate on a rolling basis. So that means that we start filling the different programs all around the year. And also the earlier the better, because there is an important scholarship that I didn't mention here, but it is with Campus France Paris, that is the Eiffel Scholarship. So this scholarship, last year, the requirements were to be under 25 years old and to apply for a master degree. And EDHEC is applying on your behalf for this scholarship. And because the deadline is quite early in the year, this is highly recommended then to fill your application before December if you can. So we have the time to process your application and to submit it for the scholarship if you're interested. Now we're quite at the last stage of the admission season, so there are still seats available. You can still apply, but I would advise you to do it as soon as you have all the documents. It will be better.
Obrigada, Mélanie. Alors, c'est un peu une question qui a déjà été un peu répondue lors du live, mais ce serait des sortes d'aides, selon toi, pour avoir un CV et une lettre de motivation qui soit différente des autres, ou une bonne lettre de motivation et un bon CV.
Ok.
Então, algumas dicas para ter bom CV e uma boa carta de apresentação.
Well, it may sound a bit simple, but I would say also for the CV and the letter of motivation, to really make it reflect your personality. Don't try to enlighten yourself, but don't try to pretend to be somebody you're not. When you speak with your heart, it always goes to the ones that will read your letter and your CV. So I think that would be maybe my number one advice. And after, as I was just mentioning, really explain your project if you have one. If you have like a personal story that you would like to share to the committee, that then they understand why you're here today, you're really welcome to share it. If you're interested for your application, I can send you a little guide as well when we're in touch to guide you. And for the CV, yes, try to be as clear as possible. If you have any gap on your CV, you can just explain them. Maybe you have done something different. Maybe you have done some volunteering. Maybe you have done other things. And if for your different experience, just detail a little bit the experience that will be related to the master you would choose.
Donc j'en profite pour faire un petit lien du coup avec cette phrase que tu viens de dire. Selon toi, Une expérience professionnelle est donc un facteur décisif, une sorte de facteur décisif dans um CV. Então, será que uma experiência profissional é um fator decisivo numa candidatura?
Not necessarily, because the programs are all pre-experienced, so technically no professional experience is required. So if you don't have any, don't feel shame, it's normal. So you can describe then maybe what you have studied, what would be in link with the master of your choice. And if you have done any extracurricular activity, you can put them here. If you have done some internship, or if you have already professional experience, of course, it's always something that counts, and that will help you, enrich your profile. But that is not because you don't have any that you will not be a good candidate and that you will not be considered.
Merci Mélanie. Selon toi, quel serait le meilleur examen pour prouver ton niveau d'anglais? Então, qual é o melhor exame para provar a proficiência no inglês para entrar na EDHEC?
So we accept the TOEFL, TOEIC, IELTS, and Cambridge tests. For us, to be honest, it will be the same whether you choose one or the other. What I would say that it's a little bit different in the preparation of the test. If I remember correctly, Cambridge and IELTS are more British English, while TOEIC and TOEFL are more American English. So it depends also what you feel like, that is like closer to what you've studied maybe before, that would be easier for you. I think there are some preparation tests on the internet, or some like tests that you can do. So maybe you can try one or the other to see the one that will feel better to you.
Thank you. Donc, dernière question. Si une personne a des notes qui ne sont pas très élevées, comment, selon toi, peut-elle compenser afin d'être admise à l'EDHEC? Então, se uma pessoa tem notas ruins, como ela pode compensar esse fator para ser admitido na escola?
So if your grades are, let's say, a little bit more average than the other applicants, my advice would be to work on the other elements on your CV that we were mentioning before, to maybe show what is interesting about you. Of course, the motivation letter again to help you stand out, to help you maybe shine on this side, and to work a lot on your test. The aptitude test would be a way to show that you're determined to join the program. If you score well, that will help a little bit the GPA, and same for the English test.
Okay, so there is one more question actually, which is, can we apply for more than one scholarship, and it is possible to accumulate more than one if granted?
So the scholarship would not be cumulative. The scholarship committee will select one or the other. Of course, they try to give the highest possible, but that would not be possible to accumulate the other. And it's the same if you're admitted if you apply for the Eiffel scholarship, because this is the scholarship for really excellent profile, only the best one can apply. So the idea is that if we apply on your behalf, and when we have the results, you're not selected, you will still receive an EDHEC scholarship, but you will not be able to accumulate the two.
Okay, thank you. Donc, on a répondu à toutes les questions. Je ne sais pas si tu veux ajouter quelque chose.
Oui, je vais ajouter un petit truc sur le service carrière, et puis sur notre service aussi qui va accompagner les étudiants pour venir en France.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so I just wanted to add two elements that I think that would be interesting for you to know. Is first to talk to you about the EDHEC Career Center. I was mentioning during the programs that the focus with an internship is really important, about to gain this professional experience that will help you then once you're a graduate to score and to get the job that you desire. And for this, we have the help of the EDHEC Career Center. And we were really happy this year to be ranked #1 in France for the career service. And the idea of this service is really to give you personalized feedback during all your time at EDHEC. So that will start with helping you with the CV and the motivation letter for the specific job that you would like to apply. They will also help you to define the project, to maybe target more companies in different industries that you would like. They also publish some offers, also organize some events on campus where you can meet the recruiters directly. So they're really like a full bunch of tools that they give you to have all the keys in your hand to succeed then in your future career. That is also important when you come to study here at the business school. The focus with the companies is even bigger because even in the teaching methods, a lot of professors would come from the professional world. So they will give you directly their personal feedback when they teach, and also use a lot of case studies that are based on real cases. So that's the idea that differentiates maybe EDHEC and other business schools. And last point will be the International Student Office. That is our service dedicated to help you. So once you're enrolled in the program, to prepare your arrival in France. So to help you have a smooth arrival, to help you with the accommodation, with the visa. They organize also a welcome session, and they help you for the first few days in France. So the idea is like really that whenever you are in the different processes, you always have a service that can give you a hand and help you.
Ok, perfect. Un dernier mot, peut-être encore?
Ok.
Je sais pas, je trouve que c'est assez intéressant. On a quand même assez évoqué plusieurs points.
Tout à fait. Well, to give you a last element, really don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Working with students coming from Brazil. So the idea is always to communicate together. Any questions that you may have, there are no stupid questions. You can use the contact us form, or you can contact me directly on melanie.colmart at edhec.edu. And fill the evaluate profile. That is really important before applying, to avoid maybe being disappointed when at the moment you apply, if your profile doesn't really correspond, then we can give you a first filter about this. Don't be too afraid of the tests. I know they can be a bit scary when you prepare your application, but the idea is really about practice. Practice as much as you can. If you have any doubts, you can also come to me, and I will do my best to guide you through the different processes. So that's really the idea. And you can see the nice campus behind me. So I'll be happy to welcome you to see on the campuses here. And that's all about EDHEC. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate. This session is really for you, so don't hesitate.
Okay, so I just mentioned the email of Melanie in the comments of the video. So if someone have a question or something, you can just ask her. And I think we ended up our presentation, então vou falar em português. Então a Melanie acabou a apresentação. Qualquer pergunta, sempre pode perguntar então no e-mail da Melanie que está nos comentários do vídeo, mas também pode mandar mensagem para o Campus France. Qualquer coisa, dependendo do assunto, e muito animada para outros eventos com a EDHEC. Et à bientôt, Mélanie.
Muito obrigada. Et à bientôt pour un autre événement, et au plaisir de pouvoir partager avec vous tous et en espérant vous retrouver ici en France bientôt.
Bienvenue en France bientôt.
Exactement.
Ciao, boa noite.
Boa noite. Obrigada.